Teacher's Pest by Roann Mendriq. It was another day at school, and teacher smiled with sweet concern. She turned to mathematics and encouraged us to learn. The poem starts with a scene of classroom, and the poet or the speaker is telling that it was another day, it was a new day at school, and the teacher was there, and she entered the class with a smiling face, and she was showing concern. She was talking very kindly and sweetly with all the kids. She was smiling and she was looking at all the kids with a lot of kindness and happiness. Then she started teaching mathematics, and she also encouraged the students to learn mathematics and understand the topics. I sat in silence, gloomily, twiddling both my thumbs. She tried my best to concentrate on multiplication sums. The poet or the speaker says that he was sitting totally silent, gloomily. Gloomily means he was upset, he was bored, he was not getting interested into the class, he was not so attentive in the class at that time, and he was busy in playing with his thumbs. He was twiddling his thumbs, means he was playing with his thumb. The teacher tried her level best to make the child concentrate in the multiplication sums, but still the child was feeling bored and uninterested. Teacher sat down in her chair, spectacles balanced on her nose, when suddenly she gasped aloud and like a statue froze. So now the teacher, after giving the questions to the kids, she settles down in her chair. She sat down in her chair and she balanced her spectacle up her pair of glasses on her nose and suddenly gasped aloud. What is gasp? To express this emotion, sometimes what happens, we keep our mouth open and we hold our breath. That is called gasp. So she gasped aloud and she stood like a statue. A spider has descended from its home up on the ceiling. Teacher sat there transfixed, quite afraid with feeling. So what is happening here? A spider had descended. Descended means to come down. A spider has come down from the ceiling in front of her face. What is ceiling? Ceiling is the top part of or we can say the roof of your room. This is your ceiling, and we know that a spider makes its house on the ceiling. So from the ceiling, the spider is coming down and stopped just in front of the teacher's face. Teacher sat there transfixed. So the teacher was afraid of it, and she sat there totally transfixed. She sat there without any movement, just like a statue. Transfixed means not to move. Quite affright with feeling. Affright is an old English word which means to get frightened. So she was so frightened, she was so scared that she sat transfixed. She was there in her seat and she was totally transfixed. She was totally afraid of it. She did not move. Her face turned into a pure white mask. Her eyes were glazed with fear, and as the spider peered at her, one thing was very clear. So when the teacher saw that spider coming down, and when she had eye contact with that spider, her face turned into a pure white mask, means her face turned totally pale. Her eyes were glazed with fear. Her eyes were full of fear. The fear can be felt in her eyes. And as the spider peered at her, it means that the spider was also looking at that lady, at the teacher. And with this incident, one thing was very clear. What's that? Let's find out. Teachers are also human. They have fears like you and me. That's what I learned in school today, and my heart is filled with glee. So the poet says, the speaker says that today I have learned a new thing in my school. And what's that? That teachers are also human, just like you and me. Like we have fears of various things, the teacher also has fear of one or the other thing. And this makes the poet feel happy. Glee means happiness. Okay, so this makes the student feel happy that yes, teachers are also like us. They are not different from us. They have also fears like us. So thank you everyone. I hope you all liked the video. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel and keep gaining knowledge. Thank you.